Hi there, my name is Beck, and the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. So in fandom, we have we walk a precarious tightrope that is getting harder and harder, I think, every day, where we have things that we really like. We really like them. And then the people making the things we really like turn out to be massive douchebags and arseholes. Now, I think if you're on the writer side of the political aisle, the spectrum, of the ideological aisle, we've learnt to deal with that somewhat. I think if you're on the lefter side, not at all. You know, when J.K. Rowling came out and said, you know, I think having a vagina is a pretty important part of being a woman, or being, you know, like born with a vagina. Which doesn't seem to be such a crazy statement to me. It seems to be like that's like, yeah, I don't, and she wasn't denying, you know, trans people's existence. It's like generally speaking, having a vagina is generally speaking feminine and quite an important part to femininity. You know, so and they you know, they lost it. They completely lost it. They're like, ah! And so, you know, they're less good at dealing with it. So yeah, we have this situation here in fandom that we have like one of the only good things in legacy fandom, I would say, is Star Trek, Star Wars, Doctor Who, comic books. You know, legacy fandom is the Mandalorian. Everything else is pretty much awful that's being created right now, apart from the trailer for Anaxan art, which looked freaking awesome. Even though I hear the guy making it is a massive tool, right? But listen, CBS All Access. If you had a brain in your head, just fund an accent art. Let's fund it, and then you would have people subscribing to your service, and you'd have content people like. I know, crazy idea, but no, okay, so fine. So we're going to be talking about the Mandalorian, which is again one of the an oasis of good TV, oasis of good science fiction. In a barren wasteland, a barren hellish wasteland, because you know the star of it had come out and said, "Hi everybody, I'm a massive douchebag, massive douchebag." Yes, we know you are, and to you, Pedro Pascal, who is a massive douchebag, they say, "Shut up. Put the bloody bucket back on your head and get working again." And quite frankly, if they're going to recast you, or if you've walked off the set and they've quit, nobody cares, mate. Nobody cares. And you know, you're great in Game of Thrones. You were fantastic in Game of Thrones. Loved it. You're only for one season. But let's be honest, who cares? You know, like that doesn't mean I'm like, oh yes, now let me hear your incredible douchebaggery. I want to hear lots and lots of your douchebaggery. Yeah, no, idiot. So we're going to be talking about his douchebaggery any second now. Before we get there, can I ask you guys, can you hit the like button? That'll be great. Can you hit the share button? That'll be even greater. But can you hit the subscribe button? Now, I've noticed a weird thing going on, because I've been talking about the election, which Pedro Pascal has also been talking about, on my videos, and my subscribers have been going up and down, just freaking out. So if you hit the subscribe button, that'd be great. I said in my last video, if any of the people who counted the ballots for the Democrats in Pittsburgh, if they could come and count my subscriber count, I think I could get my number up quite a lot pretty quickly. That'll be great. So yeah, if you can hit that. So by the way, if you're of a differing opinion from me politically, that's cool, baby. That's cool. Listen, and certainly, if you want to come and have a conversation about a different politics, that would be freaking awesome. You know, I'm just an old-fashioned guy thinking, you know, talking to each other is a good thing. You know, not thinking I hate you because you have a different outlook to me. I just think that's a good thing. You know, that's just me for you. So anyway, yes, like, share, subscribe. If you subscribe, you can enter and win if you are fortunate enough. There's not that many entries this week for this prize. My weekly competition, the prize is Judge Dredd, Dark Side of the Moon. Freaking awesome. Graphic novel, lots of Judge Dreddy stuff in outer space, on the lunar colony, lots of Brian Bolland artwork, freaking awesome. Should have given it away last night, fell asleep. There you go, what can you do? I'll probably give it away on my stream tomorrow. That's my plan, probably give it away on my stream tomorrow. All you need to do to win it is subscribe to the channel, subscribe, and in the comments leave the hashtag Dark Side of Dredd, So let's have a look at the dark side of Pedro Pascal. I mean, like, really, mate? I mean, like, again, just put the bucket back on your head and shut up and do a just like you're so replaceable. You are so unbelievably right. Of course, I don't think Disney would replace them unless they understand that being very divisive is not good to their bottom line, which I don't think they understand. So the Mandalorian and Wonder Woman actor Pedro Pascal compares the current president, president's voters to this is like a minefield for a YouTuber. I can't say any of these words. To the naughty National Socialists in 1930. People who voted for the current president to the naughty National Socialists in the 1930s. Germany, because you're a massive douchebag. And I have to tell you, that comparison, I'm speaking of somebody who's a Jew, who's actually very, very knowledgeable about the naughty National Socialists and those little fun camps they made where we could go there and concentrate real hard. They concentrated so hard they went right up a chimney. It was incredible. That's how hard they concentrated. So I know quite a lot about it, and the comparison of United States of America in 2016 to 2020 to Germany in the 1930s. Is obscene. It's disgusting. That's actually Holocaust denial. That is not good. That is not good. A prime example is there's this like unfettered illegal immigration on the southern border of the United States, and the current president said, that's probably not a good idea, but maybe we should have like legal immigration, to which the media then screamed, "You are a racist, and anybody who agrees with you is a racist." And I just don't think that's very racist, I don't, that's just me for you. I think, you can come in, just use the door. Anyway, so to house the people that they did catch illegally entering the country, they had centers, they had places where they could process them, and they could stay, so you wouldn't have to live, and those places had buildings. Those buildings you could take from a plane, take pictures of them from a plane. You could do aerial photography of buildings. And so they did aerial photography of one of those buildings, and they compared it to the aerial photography of those special camps in Germany in the 1930s, where you super concentrated right up a chimney. And they say, look how similar it is. It's the dude. You could take a picture of Disneyland and say, look how similar it is. It's just, no. It's Holocaust denial, arseholes. Fine, so let's read the story. From the wonderful Bounding into Comics. The Mandalorian actor Pedro Pascal took into Instagram to compare supporters of the current president to the Confederate States of America, as well as the Yazis. We'll go for that one. Pascal posted a meme onto his Instagram, which is now deleted. Yeah, exactly. Maybe you want to think these things through, arsehole, before you do it. The meme reads, well, here, let me go. We'll look at itself. The losers in 1865, the losers in 1945, the losers in 2020. Listen, mate. Probably speaking, your guy, the Democrat guy, is probably going to be the next president. Maybe not. Like nothing. Maybe not. There's all these legal challenges. And look, here's the thing. If I see something in real time, I go, well, that's weird. I go, that's a bit strange. So, I'm 7 hours ahead of the East Coast here in Israel. So I'm watching the election results. And it gets about 10 a.m., 10:30 a.m., and I see, say Pennsylvania, for example, the current president is up by 800,000 votes. I mean, like, he's on total course to win. And they say, oh, stop counting. Stop counting. We'll carry on tomorrow. And they stop counting. And it was at 94%. And I'm watching this in real time, right? I'm watching this in real time. And it's at 94%. Suddenly, boom, updates. And then the Democrat has an extra, 100,000 to 150,000 votes, and the count number has gone from 94% back to 90%. The only way to do that is to add it, and I went, what? That looks like shenanigans to me. Now, I'm not saying it is malicious shenanigans. I'm not saying, I don't know. It just looks a bit funny to me. I think, I think the lawsuits, seem to have come some weight to me. And what I found more disturbing is, and again, I don't know. From what I've listened to over the last 24 hours, it seems to be that if you count ballots without there being oversight, what you're supposed to do, Well, I've got off a real tangent. What you're supposed to do, this is if you have a mail-in ballot, is you're supposed to open the initial envelope with the election official and a Democrat and a Republican observer. They both agree that it's been untampered with. They open the envelope, then they open the inner envelope, and then they both agree if it's a legitimate ballot. And then if either side can protest and say no. If there's any question, it's put into the no ballot. If there is a question, if there's not a question, it goes into the ballots to be counted. That's the normal procedure. So that apparently didn't happen to. I mean, they have like overwhelming affidavit evidence and video evidence of that happening, right? Overwhelming evidence that didn't happen. And again, I don't know. And maybe maybe this wasn't malfeasance. Maybe it was incompetence. Maybe it was not. Maybe it's nothing at all. And in the way these things go, probably the president-elect is going to be inaugurated, right? Probably, but it seems to be they are really partying too hard. Now I understand people really didn't like him, right? Really didn't like this person. Which is fine. Everyone's got a right to not like it. But here's the trouble. I believe the heart is the captain of the ship. The heart, whatever your heart really wants, is what you find justification for, what you think is valid and invalid. And so I think 100% of the people who don't think there's any validity whatsoever, and we can't even ask about it. And if you do ask about it, you're an insane conspiracy theorist. I think 100% of those are people who really don't like the current president of the United States. 100%. And I think 100% of the people who think, well, that looks a bit fishy, are people who do like him, right? And so I think the heart is the captain of the ship, and I think Pedro Pascal's heart overtook him, and his animosity overtook him, and we were left with this. So anyway, he posted this because he's an arsehole. Because he's a complete arsehole. And again, it's Holocaust denial. This is a Jew, a rabbi telling you. Pedro says Holocaust freaking denial. I used to work at Yad Vashem, mate. I know this very clearly. While Pascal may have deleted the Instagram post, he did repost another 5 slides showing him and others celebrating. Listen, mate, it could work out okay for you. Probably think it's going to might not. I think you're popping the champagne corks a little bit too early. I mean, listen, Al Gore was the president-elect for like 35 days, wasn't he, in 2000? I lived through that as well. And that happened exactly in my neck of the woods. That happened in Florida, where I lived at the time. And I was in the famous state of the hanging chads. Anyway. He wrote it was about the MAGA hat, but to keep in spirit of the celebration, hashtag bye bye. I'm not going to say his name. Okay, but I just think you're partying a little bit too hard, a little bit too quickly, and I find like the media blanket refusal to talk about these seem to be to me like the incredible legal challenges. Doesn't look good, I think. I don't know who won this election, but I know who lost, and that's the legacy media. Legacy media is over. Fox News too, gone. They can't forget it. Nobody's interested in listening to them anymore because they're part of this. So yeah, that didn't go well. So yeah, okay, good. I know you're happy, guys. What's going to happen if that Pennsylvania count gets overturned? I think they have 400,000 questionable votes that weren't. That didn't have oversight in it, and he's up by 40,000. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Look at you guys. What are you going to do if that gets overturned? And the same going in Michigan. Same's happening in Georgia. Same's going to happen in was it Arizona? I think they're talking about between 7 and 10 states. This is a big deal. What are you guys going to do? I'm reasonably worried about that. So anyway. Fine. Despite deleting the meme, he encourages followers to check out what was screenshot shared on Twitter. The Twitter used My Nerdy Home wrote on Twitter, Oh, wow. So Pedro Pascal was trying to hide the hate by deleting his pic from his IG after Rant made a video talking about, oh, I got to check out that video. The internet is forever. Sorry, check it out. Yeah, dude, you're in trouble. You better, you know what? You better Rosanna up, baby. You better Rosanna up and start apologizing. That's what you better do. The video cited by my Minority Home sees YouTuber Ranka now comment the article by Itchy Backer at Disney and stuff. I love Itchy Backer. So this is just a tour through all the channels I like. Canal states, the important part here is that you have a Lucasfilm actor not saying, oh, well, this is my opinion, whatever. You have a Lucasfilm actor who is going out of his way to alienate, to insult, to deride half the audience. Well, yeah, but what else is new, mate? This is what they do, because they're freaking crazy. I mean, how crazy are they? I'll show you how crazy they are. Yeah, look how crazy they are. That looks crazy. That looks like crazy people. And I think they may be crazier in a couple of weeks. Okay, but whatever. And honestly, I can't imagine this would have happened in George Lucas. None of this would happen in, like, again, people weren't, just had their brains melted. And I just think it's the media have been, like, really working to melt your brains for the last few years, because the media just the legacy media is basically losing its power. I think Crowder had a rolling audience of 500,000, which is significantly higher than the rolling audience for Fox News or for CNN, certainly, and MSNBC, like, much higher. And then he was yanked from Facebook, right? Because and then he went down to 400 million rolling audience. I mean, that's like, his legacy media is dying. I think the current president connects to people, via social media, and it connects very viscerally to people. And I think that people have a lot more power with that being around. They want their power back. So that's basically what's going on, and it's not coming back. That's the thing. In response, I mean, what's going to happen is, I think with Fox News especially, is that you're going to see a massive decline in the viewership. Because they joined. It's not going to work. It's not going to work out for you. I honestly, look, it might do. But I think the current president-elect is sweating bullets today about these legal challenges. That's why I think, universally, nobody wants to talk about them. In response to the tweet, Pascal stated, oh, wow, check it out, people! What are we checking out? Rainbow, smiley face, smiley party face, Space Invader. And I don't know what this last emoji is. It's a woman with a red bit on her eye. I don't know what that is. What is that? Okay, whatever. In fact, Pascal would actually double down on this rhetoric that over 70 million, I think 71 million, Americans who voted for the current president are equivalent to the national socialists in 1930. He wrote on Twitter, without restating the obvious, you feel about MAGA hats. Yeah, right. I don't understand why. What is it about them that makes you think they're racist? Like, I guess it's a genuine question. I don't understand. I'm saying, make America great again. Look, America was in a big slump, there hadn't been, there's been, the pay had just been going down and down and down and down, through the bomber years. There's been, lengthy depressions. I think the feeling of that American creativeness that can overcome anything was really being lost. And I think, make America great again. He felt that the country wasn't going in a great direction. Many people agreed, and they bought the hat. I mean, I bought it because it was funny, but I kind of agreed with the sentiment as well. Pascal has made outrageous statements in the past. Back in 2016, he appeared to take issue with people who wrote, the biggest irony of this election would be the current president, who campaigned, was initially anchored in white anger over illegal immigration. Again, why is it it's so racist. It's so racist to say that, like, Hispanic and black people don't mind illegal immigration. I think they, it's like, what does their skin color make any difference? I don't understand. I do not understand, but, the biggest racists today are the anti-racists, right? Yeah, that's it. The biggest fascists, anti-fascist? Yeah, I think so. Back in the okay, so there's more like he tweeted, socialism! Oh, he likes socialism. How's that working out? Anywhere. Not too well. Maybe he likes eating dog. I mean, listen, I've never eaten a dog, right? I've never, consumed a dog before. Maybe they're tasty, which reminds me one of my favorite jokes. This is a bit of an aside, right? So in Judaism, you have this holiday called Purim, where you drink and you drink until you can't tell the difference between good and evil, right? That's the basic idea. But I'm sure in every culture you can have a piss up, right? In every culture you can totally have a piss up. So the joke goes like this. We used to do like this Purim show when I was in rabbinical ceremony. I used to do it with my friend. He's now passed away. Jake. Yeah. So we had this bit where I said, Jake, or maybe I can't remember who got the punchline. Jake. You look a bit worried, a bit pensive about Purim. You look a bit worried about all the drinking. He says, I am, because last year didn't work out well for me. What happened, Jake? I said, what happened? He said, well, I drunk so much, I came home and I blew chunks. I just blew chunks. So I said, oh, come on. What's the big deal, mate? What's the big deal? Look, it happens to everybody. Well, most people throw it. He says, no, you don't understand. You don't understand. Chunks is the name of my dog. So, yes, that's one of my favourite jokes. There you go. I don't know how I got onto that. When shown evidence of the devastation of socialism, Pedro Pascal would then rebuke him, right, and say, see now, I would... Okay, yeah, that's my question as well. I will call these pictures of the traumatic effects of corrupt and the deceit, not socialism. This is socialism. No. Socialism always comes with corruption and deceit, okay, fine, whatever. What do you make about that? Fine. What do you make of comments? I make that he's a douchebag. He's a massive moron douchebag. So a lot of people are saying, I don't want to watch The Mandalorian anymore. Really? For what? Did you not know he was a douchebag beforehand? Yeah, listen. He was a douchebag before he wrote it. He was a douchebag today. He's going to be a douchebag tomorrow. Mandalorian is still pretty done good. Second episode, it didn't really hit. It wasn't my favorite, but I didn't hate it. But yeah, look, do what you want, mate. Whatever, your life is your life. I just think if you like Star Wars, you'll probably like the Mandalorian. Even if you used to like Star Wars, you'll probably like the Mandalorian. There you go. So that's the news story for today. My name is Sheila Beck, the Rabbi for Another Planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.